Greetings, royal family. Happy Monday. It is September 6, 2021. And today's Labor Day. So happy Labor Day to those who celebrate. All right. So this weekend was very interesting. Last week was really interesting. Albums were dropping. Diss tracks were dropping. People were mad. Live videos were dropping. So it's a whole lot of going on in music. So Certified Lover Boy officially dropped on Friday. Hopefully everybody got a chance to listen to it. I did. I listened to it in its entirety, and I will give my thoughts toward the end of the video. Got a couple of topics before that. Somebody is calling out Oprah. Okay, and we're gonna get into the actress that basically called Oprah Winfrey fake. Nicki Minaj blessed the Barbs with an appearance on Twitter Spaces. If you don't know what Twitter Spaces is, it's basically like a audio room, kind of like Clubhouse on the Twitter platform. So she talked about a couple of things. Some of the Barbs, in my opinion, were doing too much. She couldn't get out a lot, but I get it. They were excited. So there was a lot of chitter chatter going on. So we'll talk about that and a couple of other topics. So if you are watching the replay on YouTube, please pay your admission fee. Okay. Costs you nothing. I've been saying that for several months, right? Just hit that like button. All right. Thank you. Shout out to my live Twitch viewers. If you are not following me on Twitch, I strongly suggest, if you feel like it, to do so. That way you can find me on a different platform outside of YouTube. SheRoyalBee on pretty much everything. Okay. All right. So hopefully everybody had a splendid weekend. Hopefully you are enjoying your day off. You got your hot dog in one hand, your hamburger in the other. If you celebrate, if you are working, shout out to those who are working and y'all getting that time and a half. Okay. All right. So let's start off with a little bit of news. This is according to the Shade Room. This was posted on September 2nd, but I did think that it was important to talk about because I have been keeping up with this case. So former Georgia District Attorney Jackie Johnson, she's being indicted for misconduct in the Ahmaud Arbery case. Okay. Now, according to NBC News, Georgia Attorney General Chris Carr announced that Johnson was indicted on charges of violating her oath of office and obstructing a police officer in connection with the investigation of Ahmaud Arbery's being taken up out of here. Okay. She's accused of showing favor to Greg McMichael. If you guys are following the case, then you know who Greg McMichael is. If not, just hold tight. I'll explain. So Greg McMichael is a former officer that worked for her, this Jackie chick, as an investigator. Now, the indictment also stated that she enlisted Waycross Judicial Circuit District Attorney George Barnhill to handle the case without disclosing that she had previously requested his assistance in the Arbery investigation before stepping aside. She's also accused of, quote, showing favor and affection to Greg McMichael during the investigation, end quote, and allegedly interfering with two police officers by directing that Travis McMichael should not be placed under arrest. As previously reported, Ahmaud Arbery was taken up out of here by the McMichaels last February while jogging. Let me pause here. I'm not being insensitive when I say taken up out of here. There's certain words that tips off this algorithm on YouTube, and it wouldn't work in my favor. Trust me when I tell you. Moving along. The situation that happened was caught on camera. No arrests were made until last May. Now, all three men have since been charged with felony M-word, okay? And they have since pled not guilty. Now, the Superior Court Judge Timothy Walmsley recently declared that the defense cannot use Ahmaud Arbery's past during the McMichaels trial, which is scheduled to begin next month, which is October, y'all. The judge said that the character of the victim is neither relevant nor admissible in this type of trial. So basically, they wanted to use Ahmaud, as they always do. They always try to pull that little trick. They wanted to use Ahmaud Arbery's past in the case to pretty much justify these demons doing what they did to him, right? One of them, I think it was father and son, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was father and son. Anyway, two McMichaels men. One of them was a former police officer that got favor with this lady Jackie Johnson. Well, her behind is being indicted, rightfully so. You showed favoritism. You tried to, finagle or use your power to get these weasels out of this situation. You didn't want to arrest one of them who was clearly guilty because there's video evidence of this situation. Terrible case. So now this is going to start the case, is the trial. Is going to start next month. Everybody just brace yourselves if you even choose to watch it. Some people choose to disconnect from stuff like this. I'm going to be following up with this because, I just like to keep abreast of things like this. Yeah, so it's going to be very, very interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting how this plays out, so it's great that they, are in jail, but let's see how the trial is going to go. I don't know. Like, we as black people in this country, we don't need any of this. And it's just going to be like, the minute you get a little bit of relief somewhat, I guess. And then it's like back on the battlefield. Oh, gosh. All right, let's move it along. I didn't want to start off so heavy, but I just wanted to keep people abreast of what was going on. So this is Rose McGowan. Is that her name? McGowan, right? Yeah. Well, she basically said that Oprah is fake, all right? Now, this is what she did. McGowan, who is 47, this is according to page6.com, as you can see. She first stirred up controversy on social media over the weekend when she tweeted that she believed that faked her support for the Me Too movement. It goes down on Twitter. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter, _REUPLOADING. Okay? Let's get it popping on Twitter. I'm trying to build my Twitter up and be more active on Twitter because it goes down on Twitter, especially in the comment section. Anyway, so she posted a photo of 67-year-old talk show host, Oprah, that is. And let me highlight this because I'm not saying this. And her homeboy, HW. So she posted a picture of them together saying, "I'm glad more are seeing the ugly truth about," and she added her, honey, at Oprah, "I wish she were real, but she isn't. From being pals with HW and abandoning and destroying," you know who that is, Russell Simmons, "victims, she is about supporting a sick power structure of personal gain. She is as fake as they come. #lizard. She called Oprah a lizard, child. Now, if you guys are wondering, well, what is her gripe with Oprah and Russell Simmons? Well, when everything came out about Mr. Simmons, there was a documentary that was supposed to take place with all of his alleged victims. Oprah decided, I'm going to step back. You know what I'm saying? She's very good pals with Mr. Simmons, with Uncle Russ. She's very, very good friends with him. And she caught a lot of flack from the black community as well for even doing this documentary, along with the Neverland documentary that she did about Michael Jackson and his alleged victims. So she backed out of this documentary that she would have sat down and talked with Russell Simmons' alleged, victims. So she said that there were creative differences with her in the production, and she decided not to do it. So Rose McGowan says that she's friends with HW, and you know that's Oprah's boy too. And everybody was saying, why don't you interview, Harvey? Why you ain't interviewing him? You want to interview all these other people, but she's good pals with him. So she caught a lot of flack. So Rose McGowan basically called her out on social media, said that she was a coward, she's fake, and she called her a lizard. What do you guys think? Listen, a lot has been said about, she has done a lot, and she has done a lot. She want to support who she want to support, then she should expect backlash either way, right? As far as HW is concerned, she want to ride or die for him. That's on her. And any backlash that she gets, well, she should expect it. All right, moving along. All right, this beautiful queen right here, Queen Anita Baker. So a couple of months back, Anita Baker asked her fans, hey, y'all, don't stream my music. Why? Because she was going through a little bit of a battle with owning her masters with her record label. So, or the record company. So she was going back and forth. So we got the green light basically to stream her music. So she apparently resolved her issues with her record company over her master recordings and said, Y'all can keep streaming. Y'all can start streaming her music again. And I encourage you to do so. Stream Anita Baker. We are in the age, the information age, the streaming age. So she owns her masters. So stream away. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all grew up listening to Anita Baker. A lot of you guys love Anita Baker, right? You know, stream it and don't play it on mute. Whatever streaming platform you are streaming from, don't put it on mute. Turn the volume down as low as you can. A little trick tip here for you. That's even with YouTube videos or anything. If you're watching something or you're playing something, don't put it on mute because it won't count as a play or a stream. FYI. So shout out to Anita Baker. We are happy that you got everything ironed out with your record company, because some of these record companies can be brutal. Okay. So I don't know what the exact deal was, if she got all of her master recordings back or if she owns majority of it, but she gave the green light to stream her music. So I started streaming over the weekend. So shout out to Queen Anita Baker. Who could Anita Baker do a verses with, y'all? Write that in the comments. Who would you want to see Anita Baker do a verses with? I don't know who she could do a verses with. I don't know. Who would I want to see? But Gladys Knight already went with Patti LaBelle, right? So who Anita? Stephanie Mills? Maybe? Stephanie Mills and Anita Baker? Oof, Lord have mercy. I'll be throwing shoes at the TV all night long. If you're a fan of Anita Baker, who could I say Stephanie Mills maybe, right? That would be dope. So shout out to Anita Baker. All right, who is up next on the lineup? Make sure you guys are liking the video. Thank you. Cardi B. This just in, breaking news, right? Right before I hit record, I saw that Cardi B gave birth to her baby. Okay, she posted this a few minutes ago. But she had her baby. She gave birth to her baby on the 4th, which was Saturday? Is that Saturday? The 4th is a Saturday? Anybody? Yes, that's a Saturday. And it appears that she gave birth to a boy. I mean, we see the little blue heart there. And what is that, little dinosaur and a teddy bear? I don't know. A blue blanket. Offset is wearing blue. So if this is true that she had a boy, Culture got her wish, because Culture says she wanted a brother. I don't know if you guys saw that live where Cardi B was asking her, does she want a brother or a sister? She says she wants a brother. So shout out to Cardi B and Offset and the family. Now, as far as I know, everybody's probably going to be, not everybody, but some people are going to be wondering, oh my God, so are we going to get new music from Cardi B? I don't think Cardi B is focused on music or a second album right now. This is just my opinion. Totally, I could be wrong, but it's just my opinion, just giving my thoughts. I think that she's more focused on branding. In my opinion, she just came out with her, I think this is her second round, her Reebok line. She had active wear or workout gear, sneakers. So she's really doing her thing, and her Reebok deal is really going well. She has her little show on Facebook Shorts or whatever it's called, Cardi B Tries. So she's got that going. She's supposed to be in the next Fast and Furious movie. She was in this most recent Fast and Furious movie. I don't know if she has contracts set up for any other movies, but I think that she's focused on branding, which in my opinion is smart. Go ahead, sow your royal oats outside of music. You know what I'm saying? Build up a fan base outside of music. Expose new people to you, your personality. Get exposure to a new demographic of people, and then come back and do your second album, because now you're going to have the people who've anticipated for you to make a second album, that's going to be all ears. And then you have this new fan base that you've acquired from clothing line, from television and film. You understand what I'm trying to say? You bring them along. So it'll be, It'll be a nice chunky audience that you have, a diversified audience. So I don't think we're going to be getting an album. I know a lot of people, Joe Budden recently said that he doesn't think that Cardi B is going to be coming out with an album right away. I do think she might still do features and music videos, which is perfectly fine. You know, continue to do features. There's nothing wrong with that. You're still adding that to your catalog. But as far as an album, I don't know. She might not. And if she doesn't, that's okay. I think she has a strategy, and I think she should stick to it. Like I said, this is just my opinion. I think she should go out, continue to work on your brand, build your brand. She's got lawsuits. She's going to be going back and forth to court. She's got trials coming up. There's a whole lot going on. I don't think dropping an album right now is a good idea, especially the year is coming to an end, and a lot of people next year are lined up to drop a lot of projects. So the competition may be heavy, which is good for us viewing audience, but may not be good for her. Keep marketing, keep doing your sneakers, do your clothing line, do your television and film, keep doing that. Venture out, because she understands that this music money, this rap money, here today, gone tomorrow. So diversify your streams of income. I'm not mad at it. But I said all of that to say congratulations to Offset and Cardi. And congratulations on Culture being a big sister of the brother that she wanted. So shout out to them. Now I wonder, is she going to keep the baby's name hidden? I think she should. Let me tell y'all something. People who are upset, I can understand you. Well, not really, but I know that people are fans of people, like, and they go crazy. But people who are being obsessed over the name of your favorite celebrity's child, you adults that are obsessed about that are weird. I just want to go on record saying that, like, you don't need to know a child's name. You're weird, and you're obsessing over it is weird. Straight up weird. Like, I don't need to know Nicki Minaj's son's name if she doesn't want to tell us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not obsessed over that. I just think that's weird. And I think that Nicki should not reveal her child's name, because some people are weird. It's weird. I just want to go on record of saying that. So shout out to Cardi B. If you want to reveal the baby's name, go ahead. If not, don't. I don't care. As long as the baby is healthy and everybody's healthy and everybody has means to take care of the kid and the kid is in a safe environment, have at it. Good luck. All right. Up next, verses. Okay. So the last verses was absolutely just, it was a movie. It's definitely the verses between the Lox and Dipset is number 2 on my list of best verses. Okay. It actually knocked out DMX and Snoop Dogg as second place. So now it's Beanie Man and Bounty Killers number 1. Number 2 is Dipset and the Lox, and number 3 is X and Snoop Dogg. Okay, that's my top 3. So after that, everyone was wondering who the heck is gonna do verses next. I run to verses on Instagram to keep updated, and then I see this. How do y'all feel about this? Fat Joe versus Ja Rule, live from New York City. Of course, you're not gonna recreate what the Lox and Dipset, well, what the Lox did at Madison Square Garden, but both of these artists, Fat Joe and Ja Rule, are both from New York, so it makes sense. Where in New York, I wonder? I don't know how I feel about this, because Fat Joe and Ja Rule, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, they weren't, I guess, because Fat Joe's been out for a very long time. Like, Fat Joe is not a new artist. I understand when he recreated himself and he was, you know, with Remy and stuff. But Fat Joe is like older artists, right? I don't know how I feel about this. I guess I just have to see it. I have no expectations anymore. It just is what it is. I want to see where they're going to do this. They might bring people out. You don't know. Ashanti might pop out. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. Fat Joe and Ashanti and Fat Joe's wife are good friends. And, of course, Ja Rule and Ashanti still remain friends. Is Irv Gotti going to be a part of this? What's going to happen? I don't know. This is going to be interesting, though, because Fat Joe is going to go into his crates and pull out all the old songs before Ja Rule was even on the scene. So, we shall see. Are you guys excited about this? I'm going to watch either way. I mean, yeah. Fat Joe, are you going to address the allegations of you being a chatty patty? They said they're going around saying you a snitch. I mean, you don't have to explain anything to anybody, but you going to talk about that? Or was that like all fake for promotion for this versus? Let me tell you something. Some strange things go on in the music industry and in the entertainment world. You might not be surprised, but you just might. Speaking of Terror Squad and strange things, Erica Mena says that she is a single woman officially. She says, I'm a free agent. Pray for him. So this is Erica Mena and, of all people, Natalie Nunn partying at some club. I didn't get Erica Mena's outfit was, I don't know. She looked great though. You know, she just had a baby, right? The baby was in the NICU. I don't recall exactly what Erica said was the issue with the delivery. I think the baby was premature, if I'm not mistaken. That's what she says. But she's in the club saying that she is a free agent, baby. And she said, F that N-word, and middle fingers are throwing up, and, you know, she's half dressed, dancing haphazardly in the club, and Natalie Nunn is right by her side showing her support, of all people. Woo-wee. Yeah. Do you think this is a publicity stunt? Remember, she filed for divorce back in May, I think. So is the divorce final? What's up? What do you guys think? Do you think Mona is there with the crew? Mona Me Productions or VH1 is there with the crew recording this? What do you guys think? Do you think this is all for publicity? Safari, he's in New York. He was all over his Instagram, you know, dancing and whatnot, and enjoying himself. So going from club to club, doing club appearances. Now, Erica, here's what I want to know. This girl just had a baby. When did she have this baby? In June or July? I don't even think this baby is 3 months. Might be, might not be. Excuse me. Then you have your second. This is your third child. Then your second child, your daughter, is how old? She's only 2? Is she 3 yet? I don't even think she's 3. She's 2. Then your first child, your son. I think he's what? Probably 17 now, 18. So you have to be in the club bragging about you're single and breaking up? Go home and mind your kids. That baby, I don't even think the soft spot in the baby's head is healed yet. What you doing in the club, sis? Did you get paid for this club performance? I'm confused. You know what's so interesting? It's so funny, right? How Erica Mena cussed out Wendy Williams, told Wendy Williams to mind her business, talked about Wendy Williams' ex-husband putting hands on her, saying she deserved it. Just a typical rat, you know, like a hood rat behavior. All because Wendy said that the two of you are immature, Erica and Safari are immature, and you guys need to either stay together, get it together, or get divorced. And here you are in the club saying that you're a free agent and to pray for him, meaning pray for Safari. So what, you got your claws out? What, you ready to get him for alimony, child support, typical hood rat stuff? And look at you now. You owe Wendy an apology. Ugh. And I think this is Natalie Nunn. You could read this if you want to, because there's not a punctuation in sight, and I can't be bothered. So Natalie Nunn posted this to her. You can get a glimpse of Erica's outfit. Natalie Nunn posted this to her her Instagram. Somebody in the comments says she doing this in Safari somewhere breakdancing. I mean, but you have a baby. Go home to your baby. I'm confused. Anyway, and this is courtesy of the Neighborhood Talk. If you guys can't see that, they're on Instagram. So she posted this to her story, Erica, that is. Damn, man. Birds will be birds, and prostitutes will sell their soul for anything, little thing. Well, if you ask DJ Envy's wife, she will say that you talking about yourself. Prostitute, ma'am. Why are you are you coming to terms with who and what you are? Oh my God. The first step to healing is acceptance, right? And admitting what you are. So are you talking about yourself, Erica? The people want to know. So, you know, her being in the club saying she's a free agent, ma'am, girl, I don't think your concern right now should be somebody wanting you, girl. You should be minding your kids. This is not a good look for you, sis. But she don't care. Oof, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Anyway, moving along to something and someone a lot more classier than Erica. Nicki Minaj, right? She reveals that she was supposed to be on Doja Cat's album on a track that sampled Massive Attack, but didn't think that she could bring anything to it. So Nicki Minaj was on Twitter Spaces where she chit-chatted with her barbs. She got the heck up out of Dodge real quick. Because there were a lot of barbs in the room, and I can understand that they were excited. So everybody was trying to talk. Again, this is kind of like a Clubhouse setup. If you're familiar with the app Clubhouse, yeah, people can mute their mic and people can talk. And I like the fact that she's interacting with her fans like this. I love things like this when they're used properly for people to kind of engage with their supporters. I don't know. I don't like the word fans, but supporters, because people really relate to celebrities. They have their favorite celebrities, nothing wrong with that. As far as worshiping them now, that's a whole nother story, and that's not my judge. But I like stuff like this. So let's listen to what Miss Nicki Minaj had to say.
How do you feel about Get Into It by Doja Cat?
If you listen to it.
Oh, yes. Yes. Well, the truth is, she asked me to get on that song.
Ooh, I knew
Aww.
it.
Yeah.
So that's the collab she was talking about how she couldn't get a certain artist on the song because.
But y'all know Nicki is too busy.
No,
Oh no,
it's
no,
not
not too
that.
bad. We
It's
know
not
the queen's
that.
busy.
It's not that I'm too busy at all. It's just there were like middle people involved in that situation. So I had told her if it was like how me and Bia were direct and we had we dealt with each other directly, it'd be different. But I didn't love that song because I didn't think I could bring anything to it. So I asked them to send me something else, and they sent me. I think that was the second song they sent me, but I asked them to send me something.
How do you feel about Get Into It by Doja Cat?
Something else, and they didn't send me anything else.
But Nicki, it literally samples Massive Attack. You don't like Massive Attack?
She
No,
don't.
I love
no.
that
If
song.
you're a true Nicki Barb, you know that.
Ooh,
Yeah, she said she don't like it,
I
but
love
like,
that
And
No,
song.
but
no,
you
another
guys, it's just
person.
that if I don't feel like I could bring something unique
to the
to the record, I don't want to do it anymore. So right now, right, there are a lot of artists. I'm talking about artists that I really like that asked, for us to do a feature. And I just told all of them, like, yo, let's really get the right thing, because right now it's a different everything for me. Like, I don't want to just do shit, just to do shit.
right.
And especially with artists I love and stuff, I want to really make a moment with them
Right.
But
that's
I
gonna
will say
last.
that's
Awesome.
what sets you apart from all of these other rappers.
Be something else.
All right, and that was courtesy of Glock Topics on Instagram. So Nicki Minaj, basically, they asked her, "Why didn't you jump on Get Into It?" Um, Nicki didn't like the song. Bottom line, I respect the honesty. And if that song that's on Doja Cat's album, toward the end, she was like, "Thank you, Nicki. I love you." Now here's the thing. I'm gonna say this. There's been talks, right? I don't report on everything. I pay attention to stuff, but I just don't report on everything because it's like going down a long rabbit hole, and sometimes I don't have the energy, right? So there's been talks that Nicki Minaj doesn't like Doja Cat. There's been talks that Nicki Minaj loves Doja Cat. People saying that she don't like Doja because she bites her style and this, that, and the third thing. Do I think that Nicki doesn't like Doja Cat? I don't think so. I don't think so. Doja Cat has Nicki Minaj's old management team. So when she said if it was going to be direct like how it was with Bia, Nicki Minaj is talking about management teams and people get in the industry folks getting in between two artists collaborating. I don't think that Nicki is not in a stage in her career where she has to kind of deal with a middleman, right? And it's not even on no I think I'm better than type stuff. But Nicki Minaj has been in the business for so long. She's proved herself. She's earned her accolades. If she's gonna, do a song with Doja, she doesn't want to deal with, especially her old management team. We don't know. I don't know why she got rid of her old management team. I can only imagine. There probably were snakes, but whatever. I don't think that Nicki Minaj dislikes Doja Cat. She probably doesn't like a lot of stuff that she does, but I don't think she dislikes her. And if she does dislike her, she's very smart for not saying that she doesn't like her on a platform like this. Keep it to yourself. But I don't think there's any beef between Doja Cat and Nicki Minaj. I could be wrong. This is just my opinion for entertainment purposes only. I have not heard anyone say this, and I just been patient to see if anyone else, anybody that I listen to that does music commentary, say this. And they haven't. To me, so if you hear this anywhere else, just know that REUPLOADING said this first. This is my opinion, because I've heard no one liken Doja Cat to these two people. Well, Nicki Minaj, yes. To me, Doja Cat is a combination of a little bit of Missy Elliott, her visuals and the way she has her videos and the way she's very, out of the box and very creative, a little bit weird, quote unquote, in a good way. That part of her is Missy Elliott to me. She definitely is a combination of Nicki Minaj and the pop star Kylie Minogue. She sounds just, when she came out, I said, who is this Kylie Minogue? And if you know who Kylie Minogue is, then you know. If not, Google her. You probably heard this song many, many moons ago, right? Kylie Minogue's still making music, by the way. So if Kylie Minogue and Nicki Minaj had a child, it would be Doja Cat, to me. I do think that Doja Cat is a good artist. I think that she is a very talented artist. I did listen to her album in its entirety, and I didn't skip anything. Is she always my cup of tea? No. But I do think that she has a Nicki Minaj-esque personality and sound, Kylie Minogue-esque personality and sound, but she definitely is unique in her own right? And that's why she's garnering so much success. If you're paying attention to the charts and streams and sales, Doja Cat is definitely doing her thing. She is scheduled to be the host of MTV's Video Music Awards. I'm looking forward to that. I want to see what she's going to bring. She's awkward, but harmless. Not awkward in a bad way. Quirky. Let me not use awkward. Quirky. She's very animated. You know what I mean? She's very much a character, but in a harmless way, right? I can't be mad at that. Not at all. But as far as her skill level, her artsy fartsy, appearance and stuff, I enjoy it. And she is ripping up the charts. So I'm curious to see how she's going to do as host on the VMAs. And again, Nicki Minaj basically said that she didn't like the song. It is what it is. Send me something else. Nicki could be lying. She could be telling the truth. I don't know. But one thing I will say, I saw other clips of Nicki Minaj talking about other things, and the Barbs just like, they were just chattering. And I get it. They were overly excited, but it was too much. I was talking too much. Some things that seemed like Nicki Minaj wanted to get out, but she didn't want to kind of over talk anybody, or she did, it was too much. She probably was overwhelmed because, Nicki Minaj is not that tech savvy whatsoever. So yeah. I think this was a good idea for her to come chit chat with her Barbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes just reading a Twitter post is not enough for people who support you and who really love and care about you. So this was a good look for her. I'm glad, like I said, even if she doesn't like Doja Cat, which I don't think is really the case, but even if she doesn't, I think it was very wise for her not to get on this social media platform and say anything shady or say anything mean. You know what I'm saying? Because people will take that and run with it. So now I guess the Barbs are back on board supporting Doja Cat, because they were on the fence. I saw a couple of, Barbs were on the fence. Does Nicki like Doja? Was she talking about Doja in that live when she was with Bia? Who was she talking about? So I don't know. She probably doesn't really care for Doja, but she's not going to diss her. Not yet anyway. I don't know. Who knows? You never know. People are great at keeping up appearances. All right, next up. So Certified Lover Boy dropped. And I did listen to the album. Okay? This is the track list. All right? Now, this was an album. 21 songs. Okay? And I'm here for it. What are my thoughts? First of all, there's a lot going on with this album, right? Like, I want to know what you guys thought of the album. I took some notes. I just want to go on record and say this. Stop comparing this album to Donda. This album is not to be compared to Donda. Not at all. Donda is not to be compared to Certified Lover Boy. It's not. So just stop. Please stop. Okay? What do I think of the album? All right, I'm just going to shoot straight from the hip. As far as subject matter from Drake, it's just repetitive to me. Okay, I'm not going to say the album was bad. You know, it's not a bad album, right? I just don't see any growth in Drake sonically. It sounds the same. And I know that's like such an easy read, right? But it really does. Like, this sounds like his other albums, right? I don't know. I wasn't excited. Like, I wasn't hyped. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. What else did I write here? Way too sexy. Now, it was smart that he dropped a video for that. The video is funny. I don't like Future at all. Musically, I don't like Future is not that dude. You know what I'm saying? There's no whatever. But I think it was cute that he had, Future in there, Young Thug in the video. The concept of the video, Drake is silly. He has a good sense of humor, so I can appreciate that. So the video I liked. Some people were saying that he should have had female rappers on the album. I don't think he should have. I asked people why, and they can't answer me. Oh, there's no female rappers. I said, well, why should he have a female rapper on there? No one can really answer. Why should he? It doesn't matter if the name of the album is Certified Lover Boy. Why should he have? If he would have had one particular female rapper, it would have been like, ooh, he got this female rapper. He must be a supporter of this group. If he had another, ooh, he must be. It's too much mix up with some female rappers and their stans, fans, whatever they want to call them, followers, supporters. Too much mix up. Drake had an assignment, and he was on task with his assignment. He talked about Rihanna, whatever. Who cares? I don't know. I didn't care. He talked about that situation with him and Rihanna, whatever. I didn't have any expectations for this album. I think I said that before it came out. So I wasn't disappointed. Like I said, it's not a bad album. I love Lil Wayne lyrically, so I was glad that he was on there. Nicki Minaj had her little cameo on there where she was actually talking, so she didn't, rap. I did not want Nicki Minaj to be on this album. That was too predictable. I'm glad that he didn't put her on the album. It was smart for Nicki Minaj too, because we're still waiting for Nicki Minaj's new album to come out. So you good. You don't need, let Drake do his thing, right? But I want to know, who is Drake's sons? Drake was talking about in Poppy's home. Who is his sons? Who's mimicking Drake? That's Nicki Minaj's aesthetic. That's her shtick. All these is my sons. So Drake, who are your sons? Can anybody tell me who's Drake's sons? I just want to know. I do want to say thank you for making a full album, a hearty album, 21 songs. I'm here for it. Jay-Z did his thing on Love All. I feel like some of the rap girlies should take note, because you don't have to like somebody to make music and to make money together necessarily. Like, Drake doesn't really care for Jay-Z. I don't believe that Drake cares for Jay-Z. I don't think Jay-Z cares for Drake either, but that's just my assumption, I did like Jay-Z's verse. I think that Jay-Z's verse was well prepared. where did I read? I don't know if I heard somebody say this or read it on Twitter, because I'm always reading like Twitter comments, because that's where all the interesting stuff goes down. And I do listen to people who know what they're talking about as far as music is concerned. I listen to their commentary, but I don't remember where I heard someone saying that the album was rushed or something like that, or I read that and I was confused because this album was supposed to come out in January. So how the hell is this album rushed? Anyway, but Jay-Z's verse was well prepared. Now, who was Jay-Z talking about? I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. If you know, you know. And he wasn't talking about Kanye. He was not talking about Kanye West. It's so easy to think that he would be talking about Kanye, but he's not. What else did I write? Yeah, I like Jay's verse. I actually did. I didn't like his verse on Kanye's album. Now that was rushed because he sent in the verse the same day of the listening party, the first one. So yeah, that's why it sounded a little bit weird. Yeah. Oh, his one line, he said, you know the price of everything but the value of nothing. That resonated. I said, yeah. He basically said it's no friends, in the industry. And how many times have we heard that? So I don't know. Who else? Or what else? Think that's it. That's all I had to say. Love All with Jay-Z. You Only Live Twice. That's with Lil Wayne and Rick Ross. Oh, that was the Swiss Beats diss. Yes, that was when he dissed Swiss Beats. Remorse. Just a couple of songs. Poor beat selection. I just think overall, he just sounded lazy. I don't know if that was his intention, but it's like the beat production was subpar. You know what I mean? In my opinion, some of the beat selections were like, what? When I listen to some Drake songs, like in the past, Drake is not my favorite artist, right? But I have listened to his works, and it's like you get like a little amped up, like real amped up hype. I don't know. I don't know what Drake was going for. I just want to know who's he talking about in some of the stuff. I don't know. I don't think it's only Kanye that he's talking about. But yeah, but as far as sales go, he did well. His first day streams were better than his second day streams, which is really, really good. So either way, these record labels, win. But please stop comparing Donda and Certified Lover Boy. And let's talk about this album cover. Why? I guess it's funny. I guess a lot of people have been mocking it and making memes from it, which is cute. But yeah. And then the controversy surrounding this. Drake, he ends up leaking a diss song featuring Andre 3000 from that didn't make it to Kanye's album. So Drake has his little podcast on Sirius XM, and he decided to play the diss song that Kanye recorded with Andre 3000. How the heck did Drake get his hands on that? Consequence, if you know who Consequence is, then decides to go online and say whoever leaked this, it's going to be problems. Consequence records and puts out a diss track. Chris Brown puts out a snippet of the song that he and Kanye had that recorded that didn't make it on Donda. So everybody's leaking everything, okay? Andre 3000 now turns around because he's a casualty of war, if this is all true. Now, if this is true, Kanye can't be wrong for that because he left it off the album. Drake is dead wrong for that because now you put Andre 3000 in a position to have to explain himself. Like, Andre 3000 did not know that this was going to be a diss track. Remember, it's unreleased. Well, since Drake leaked it, Kanye took it off his album, right? So Kanye asked Andre 3000, hey, you want to record a song? Andre 3000's like, yeah, man, that's great. I would love to do that. I lost my mother in 2013, so I know what that loss is like. Andre 3000 lays down a verse dedicated to his mother. Very beautiful. Kanye is ripping Drake in this same song. Didn't make the cut. Andre 3000 did not get offended because he understands that sometimes you record stuff It doesn't make it. He says he thought that it was a good idea to pull the song from Donda because his flow and Kanye's flow obviously didn't match up, right? So no hard feelings, Andre 3000. But Drake decides to leak this for everybody to hear, and people actually like it. Now, you ask yourself, why the heck would Drake release a diss track that Kanye recorded dissing him? Why would he release this on his Sirius XM radio show? So now, like I said this before this album came out. I said once Drake's album comes out, people are going to be going back to listen to Kanye's stuff. Then they're going to be going through Drake's stuff with a fine-tooth comb. Drake's first day streams were higher than his second day streams. Kanye's first day streams were lower than his second day streams. So all people are doing are going back and forth and trying to connect the dots on both albums. So essentially, both these men win. There's no comparison. I still think that some of this, if not all, is orchestrated and planned out, and a lot of people were casualties of war. The only people that are mad, well, actually, Chris Brown is cool now, but Soulja Boy is pissed. Soulja Boy records a diss track, and he puts out an album mixtape recently as well. So this is promotion for everybody. The song with Chris Brown that was cut from Donda, I actually like. The diss track that Kanye made with Andre 3000, I actually like. So I'm pretty sure it'll be on streaming platforms soon, so be on the lookout. So neither one of these men lost. But the point that I want to stress is please stop comparing Donda to Certified Lover Boy. I posted this a few days ago. Why does it say 36 minutes ago? I posted this on Friday, I think it was. Maybe I didn't refresh it. Yeah, 3 days ago. Comparing Donda to Certified Lover Boy is like comparing Naomi Campbell to IG models. Just stop it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please just stop it. All right, so this concludes this episode of the Morning Boogie Morning Show in the afternoon. Hopefully everybody has a good, safe, and productive Monday. Those of you who are working, shout out to y'all. Just remember you getting that time and a half. And if not, then you need to visit your human resources office because something is definitely wrong. All right. So make sure you drop down in the comments, share your thoughts. If you're watching the replay, don't forget to like the video. That is your admission fee. You still have time to pay your admission fee. Go on and hit that like button. Make sure you follow me on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, _RoyalBee. Also, I wanted to let you guys know this. So I do have a second channel. If you made it to the end and you're listening to this, that's great. So I do have a backup channel or a second channel, the Royal Culture Podcast. So you can search it. The link is in the main channel. If you go to the About section, you'll see all the links for Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, as well as the second channel. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up. So how's everybody doing? Everybody's having a good day? Everybody all right? Everybody all right? Let me see if I could pull up this second channel, yo. All right, here it is. The Royal Culture Podcast. It's trying to load. So if you try to search it, this is what you should see. I think I only have one video up there. Everything else I deleted. I was streaming the Bia and the Nicki Minaj live. I think I streamed the verses with Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat, but I privated those. So this is the second channel. Make sure you are subscribing to the second channel, please, and thank you. If you choose to do so, you don't have to do anything. So if you want to keep up to date, I'm gonna start putting content on here. I'll probably just do like a little live. Go live on this channel so that we could chit chat in real time. So make sure you subscribe and have your notifications on if you want to, join the live. We could talk about different topics, just a little bit less structured and organized in this channel. All right, Royal Family. So I am officially signing off. All right. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Labor Day extended weekend. And as always, until next time, folks, peace.